I had read many stories of the Dark Tower in my youth, and had written most of them off as absurd. Accounts from the days of the Last Alliance seemed to exaggerate the power of the place so as to make their victory over Sauron seem greater. I was wrong. I have seen mountains that do not stretch as high or reach as wide as the towers of this place. It is almost impossible to truly understand its size. The first point that struck me is that Barad-dûr is not, despite its name, a single great tower. It is a mighty fortress city, built upon a spur of the Ash Mountains and then rising higher still. There are countless spires and towers, ringed walls that seem to never end, and a great chaotic and sprawling city winding its way about every level of this monstrous construction. It still seems to me that we have not managed to fully claim this place. Every day our scouts pushed further into the great fortress and found more and more abandoned districts. I am on edge day and night. Beneath us the fortress extends deep into its mountain base, and there is a city-sized cave network down there. I feel as though a counterattack could come from any direction and at any moment, and we are now so few. There is one glaring omission from the walls of this place, however: Sauron himself. When we took the gate and the outer wall, Gimmelzor had us bunker down and defend. He rallied our men and took counsel with his father and brother, and they resolved that we would stand and fight against whatever horrific form Sauron might take. Either he would die, or we would. For 2 days we dug in, repairing walls and building makeshift fortifications, and on the 3rd day Gimmelkad sounded the great horn of Númenor, sure in the knowledge that Sauron would not have forgotten the clamour of our horns from the day he knelt before their almighty roar. There was no answer. The city seems dead, and Sauron is long gone. Our king and his sons took a small group of our finest men to the very height of the tallest spire, but nothing was found. It has been almost 2 full seasons now since those first days, and no attack has come from within. Storm clouds gather to our east, and we are prepared for an attack from without, but with this fortress on our side, I cannot see how we could lose. For all our successes in this place, however, we have been wholly unable to damage, alter, or build upon the foundations of the city. Gimmelkad's ultimate goal is to raze the fortress to the ground. It is far too valuable to our enemy to allow it to endure, and he devised a destruction plan. Our engineers set about bringing down the spires of the first section, and they came down with ease, but even the full weight of the towers thundering into the foundations had no effect. No scratches or dents, and no breaks or chips. Our best guess is that the power of the ring is in the foundations of this place, and only by that power may they fall. So here we stand, defending an abandoned ruin in the vain hope that the ring may be found and destroyed. I, for one, do not like this place. A deep unease resides within me, and I can almost feel the hatred of these towers and walls. At night, I hear whispers. Faint, mild, but chilling. They speak of my death. They speak of the nothingness that awaits me and the weakness of mortals. They speak of torture and of pain, and worse, they speak of home. I can almost feel the breeze of the ocean on my face when they speak. I can hear the sounds of gulls and the bustle of the marketplace behind the whispers. Last night, the whispers spoke only of Anna. How many years has it been now since I held her in my arms? I could see her, sitting beside me in this dark place. She bid me come home. I wept. Alone and afraid, in the heart of darkness, all I could do was weep. The whispers speak to us all, but we do not speak of it. But 3 men threw themselves from the battlements just yesterday, and I have seen the look of fear in the eyes of the men under my command. The whispers speak to us all. This dark tower will be the death of us, and I find myself welcoming it. So says Avradizimir, captain of the King's Guard. My good fun and Melonine, and well met indeed. I'm Arachir Galadirthan, and welcome back to Middle-earth as we continue on as the Ar-Adûnâim. Absolute glorious scenes of victory in the last few episodes because Barad-dûr has finally fallen. The Dark Tower, which is literally what Barad-dûr means. Barad means tower, and Dur means dark. The tower has fallen. And we have renamed it Numenor's Glory. And allow me to just once again state, if you didn't see the live stream, I'm not going to name it in Ardennaic for the benefit of basically all of you, who, myself included, who don't speak Ardennaic. So whilst I would keep saying that means Numenor's Glory, it's just easier to just call it the English name, isn't it? And I've said that, though. But we have used Ardennaic before, and I used Sindarin a lot before as well, but then, I suppose that's then just personal bias, isn't it? I do know Sindarin, so then I then don't care about your plight, but when I'm lumped in with you, I then care about your plight. It's just typical elitism, and I apologise for it. But that it is what it is. So we're going to plough on regardless. Mordor, as we saw in the last episode, courtesy of a Toggle Fog of War, have absolutely gone crazy. The AI has valued another threat greater than us and has buggered off. So the Witch King leads a sizable army, but he's wandering around over here near Saragost, and Lord knows why. And he's sent only pitiful crap to come back and try and take Numenor's Glory. He won't be able to take Numenor's Glory because Nimruzimir is now coming up with a supporting army, and he will get to the glory long before the Witch King gets anywhere near us. So, to be honest, the biggest threat in my mind at the moment, or rather the biggest nuisance, remains Gelebrin, which continues to pump out orcish garbage. And our garbage men, unfortunately, are a little overwhelmed at the moment, and they can't process that. So there we are. Now this fellow up here, Tarek Magan, is assaulting Urquestelad, but when you load up, sometimes they stop doing the sieging animation. But otherwise, we can plough on. I believe we're at an end turn, so let us go ahead and do that. I'm leaving the gossip there because I want to try and buy Minas Morgul. Ideally, I want to swap it for Urquestelad and then a sum of money. I want Minas Morgul. Particularly because at the moment the Dunedain culture is growing and we don't want that. And when we inevitably go to war with Gondor, or when we rather go to war with Gondor, because at the moment we're only allied with them because out of necessity. We brokered a peace with Gondor and Dol Amroth because Mordor threatened me at a time when I was at my weakest. And in order to survive as a nation, we needed to find assistance and allies. And those allies came in the form of our hated enemy, unfortunately. But the enemy of my enemy can be my friend, and they have been thus far. But Gondor remains a blight on our shores and must be removed. And as soon as Mordor falls, we will be taking the fight to Gondor. And I am praying that Dol Amroth sides with me, because I can find reason for Dol Amroth's continued existence. I fail to find such reason for Gondor. Kruklik finally rears his ugly head. I'm sure we were chasing him around, or he beat us somewhere, or he did something that has marked him for death. But anyway, he's the primary force here. He's got some Olagai, he's got some troll catapults, he's got some trolls, 2 units of Lok Gamprim, which are the pike version of the runic force. Look very swanky. And Captain Laghur is assisting, who brings beasts. Bugger. This will be a tough one. We have siege, but how does one effectively utilize siege in quite possibly the most cramped battle map that Divide and Conquer has for offer? Now, behind the scenes in Divide and Conquer, I am delighted to say that the cogs begin to move with some momentum. Dunland steams ahead with the changes to Dunland, and as I say, once Dunland is done, Lord of Links is going to give me a breakdown of the primary changes and how the script works, and then I will do a developer diary specifically for Dunland. But I also understand that Bill Baraka is creating some unit models for Dunland, along with Castellan and Coma. So there are models coming for Dunland, changes to the visuals, changes to the way they play. They will be a lovely little overhaul. But in addition, Finn has also been working on the Reunited Kingdom as well, and the foundations for the Arcade are now well and truly in place. They take shape. Arnor or the Reunited Kingdom will rise at your behest. Your choice. Now, what I really want to do is get the Ballister crew to go on this slope. That would actually be the best course of action, and then they'd fire down into this area where we shall create a death blob of our enemy by using the free defenders that we have got. The Great Beast units are coming from behind, so we don't have to worry about them for some time. So it's only trolls in the first army. What I would love to do is get the ballistae out and defend this bridge, but I don't think we will be able to do that. And that's fairly suicidal, isn't it? But we need to put some people in the town square, because otherwise they will just push straight through. I think they'll push straight through regardless, but 32 Narduzagar, you can go and stand there. And then as a last-ditch defense effort, let's put Gimilcard at the back. Right, so down at the front. This is where we are going to try and hold them. To be honest, actually, this ramp is a better place to try and hold them, because then all of our archers can fire down into this area. But once you get to the top of the ramp, it becomes... Like, the AI is not going to go around the sides, I do not think. I would be really surprised if they flank around the sides. I think they're going to be coming up the middle. But the best way to utilise... Or do we do what the AI did and abandon that and pull to the square and keep our enemy in check here? I don't really know what the best course of action here is. This battle map is great to defend against infantry, but chuck some trolls in and all of a sudden we're in an actual bind. I think the gate is the best place because the height advantage here. We can get so many archers in this bit. I think that's what we've got to do, surely. Oh, I'm so torn, I just don't know. I'm sorry. We have to win this, and I just don't want to lose because of my ineptitude, which has cursed us in the past. I think the Southron defenders, whatever happens, you are going to hold at the gates. Oh, brilliant. You won't move. Right, nice to see. Right, so let's just make sure that all three of you are here for now. Perfect. The Ballista crews, we can't really... They can't really be used anywhere else, can they? So if we can get them... Oh, you can't even go there. Oh, this battle map. Please edit this battle map. It is such a nuisance. I'm going to have to just move you when I can. So you're going to go that way, and then there's one that's over here. I'd like to go over there. Well, you're fairly central at the moment. I'll move you over there when I can. Oh, there you go. Look, we can get you to go there. Perfect. We will do that. Right. So then, Gimilthorn, you're going to go up the middle line. So are those. And Baruthiel's Watch. Those three should probably fill that line. So let's group those together. And then off they go to go and stand so that the group works. There you go. Come and stand here. Oh, please come back. There we go. Right. The next lot of you will then defend the next slope, I think. So we're going to have you up here. Oh, come on. Gimilcard. We've got some more archers. We've got some marines. Ar-Adûnâim armsmen and Rosedown bowmen. The armsmen didn't move, did they? There we go. Right. I think that is how I'm going to do it. In essence, we're sacrificing the defenders to try and get the maximum utility out of our ballista crews. Oh, why does it wig out on that wall there? That's really annoying. Alright, let's pause it. Ballista. You're going over there. Other ballista, which I can't move you into a set location. Oh, yes, I can. Yep, off you go. Good. Alright, into those positions. Southron defenders. I'm not going to put you in shield wall because that just seemed to not work at all. You died by the in droves when I put you in shield wall, so we won't be doing that. We're just going to create a box. We're just going to create a square, and the enemy cannot get in or out. Right, and then of you fellows, the archers can go closest. I am so sorry about the control around this. Look at this, it keeps getting stuck on something up above. I'm so sorry about the control of the camera around this settlement. It is a nightmare to move the camera around Barad-dûr. Barad-dûr is many things, but a delight to play in is probably not one of them. Oh, there's room above them for one more, isn't there? We want to try and maximise archers as well, and when the enemy's pinned in at the gate, that's the best time to get our archers to do something. So, if we can get as many archers on that slope, all get down there and fire. Right, next space. Again, create... No, we want to push down, don't we? We want to utilise entirely the ramp. So we're going to go down one at a time, not in this sort of mode, so that we don't knacker troops unnecessarily. Right, Marines, go over there because you might be able to get some shots off. The 18 of you just stand at the back, do what you can. There's only 18 of you. In fact, actually, 18 of you go up and join our Gimilcard because you're not going to do anything, are you? You guys go up there. We are the elite. Damn right we are. Gimilthon. And then we've got some Ar-Adûnâim armsmen as well. Right, into positions. Don't bother sprinting because they've got to break down the gate yet. So Right, let's go and see what the enemy's doing. They're moving up the troll catapults to break the gate. Now, if anything, I think we're going to win this one on timings. But there is Barad-dûr. Now, for all the moaning about Barad-dûr, visually, I think it is actually one of the coolest settlements. And one of the best visual depictions of a movie settlement. Well, they're not doing very well, are they? 12%. Although the only downside with troll catapults, or not downside, it's a great benefit if you're playing as Mordor, is that once they've obviously finished with the catapults, you just get then a unit of trolls. It's ridiculous. They're a pain in the neck. They are going to bring down that gate, I think. They've got a battering ram, they don't need the trolls. But it's nice to see all the siege wasting
The enemy are
itself.
through the gates.
What are you going to do then, trolls? Interesting. Nothing. I'm just going to toddle off. Now, the other downside with troll catapults, or just any siege in general when the AI uses it in assaulting a settlement, is that once everything else here has charged in and hopefully died, the troll catapults will stay out here, so we'll have to come out and kill them once we've won this. But much depends on whether the ballista crews can actually kill from the angle they're at. And I'm hesitant to believe they'll be able to, if I'm honest. I wonder if they... This one's got a nice... It's far enough away that it should be able to arc in. But defenders, so much rests on your shoulders here. Do what you can, do what you can. It's a shame you can't do attack ground for siege in this game. Our archer lines stand ready. It's the trolls. In fact, I don't want you to fire at will because I want specifically to target trolls with you. Oh, what are you doing? You're going to then move in a second, aren't you? They come. They're storming across the bridge. Storming's probably not the word. They're meandering lazily across the bridge.
Look to our defense or all will be lost.
First missiles are loosed. One gentleman not acting on command and getting too terrified and just firing on his own. I don't care if the ballista crews kill many of our own. I want those trolls killed off. Oh, you're now going to tell me that you can't fire at the trolls, aren't you? Yeah. Yep. I think you are going to have to fire at will, to be honest, because I can't see that you're actually going to shoot. Oh no, there we go. Keep doing it, keep doing it. You'll get one. Yes, that was one. That troll just died. Beasts as well. We need to save them for the beasts. Maybe we should pause and let you fire at will. Oh, that was another good one. How many Olokai? Only 2 Olokai left and 4 trolls left. That's not bad. The range fire peppers in. We've lost 7%. They've lost 20% already. Dear oh dear. Their army is actually quite weak, isn't it? Low in numbers. Our archers up the line here are doing okay, but they've stopped firing. Oh, another troll's gone. Well done. It's cost our Southron defenders basically everything, but they've killed off the trolls. Yeah, these ones are just too close. Probably should have put them on the ramp over there. But to move them back now, I just think might be folly. Yeah, they've just got to stay where they are. Those Southern defenders are basically dead anyway. This ballista crew is doing wonders, side-swiping the enemy there. Another troll has gone down. Well done. Only the Olokai left. Now, if we ran the rest of our force in here, I think we might see some routing here. Look, Gamprim taking a hit. 10% plays 30. I'll take that all day long, particularly because the 10% of deaths are exclusively refundable units. Oh, the enemy has some archers. Can you all shoot through the door? Oh no, the Loke Gamprim are just pressing. Bugger. They're about to nullify our archers' benefit entirely.
Only half the enemy force remains.
There's still a fair group of Southron defenders alive there. The heroic bodyguard's finally joining in. I think we should charge the first one down the hill to try and make sure that the archers can be used for longer. You guys go in, and then the queue moves forward. It's like boarding a roller coaster, except at the end of the roller coaster is near certain death. Down we go, chaps. They're not really sprinting, are they? Into the maelstrom of battle again. Oh, the Black Orc archers moved forward. Nice. No, you're all on defense, so you should keep fighting. It just depends what the backup army has and how much of a threat they're going to be. Our ballista crews are definitely killing more of our own than they are of the enemy now. That one you can cease fire because you're just killing us. But you might be able to arc over and hit that Uruk bodyguard on that side. Our swordmen are coming down the hill, but they're stopping our archers from firing as well. There's only 14 Lok Gamprim left, so their push has cost them. And remember, our archers are good fighters as well. Nardubawib, 7 attack, 17 defense. If we compare that to the Lok Gamprim, who are pikes, remember, but 15 defense and a 6 attack. So in many ways, the pikes would win that fight if they weren't low in number and already broken formation. Pikes really do require a solid line formation. One of their biggest weaknesses is if they can be completely flanked. They're terrible when they can get attacked from the sides. And obviously, if they break formation and each individual man is entirely surrounded, then the pikes then become useless. Like as we can see with this fellow right here. Oh, he sort of maybe could. That fellow just there. Yeah, he's dead. He was focusing on the man coming down the slope, so the gentleman behind him just hit him in the head. And that's all you need to do really when you're facing pikes. Just surround them. But I do like the look of Rune. I really do like their visuals. Oh, Olokai have come up and gotten involved. There's only one left. The ballista is doing wonders now. Right, Southron defenders. Reposition. Don't worry about the ones that went through you. We've got them and we've got them controlled. Yeah, the other guy's gone. Our swordmen keep pushing down the line. We need to get the swordmen out from underneath the feet of our crossbows and archers so that when the next army arrives, we've got some cover. But look, the whole battalion has stopped firing because there are 2 Lok Gamprim tied up in their company now. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Alright, swordman, let's just run you down the hill because at the minute you're not doing anything. Right, you can also stop firing now. I think that will do nicely. You've worked wonders there. I think the ballista crew, actually, this has been a fantastic sideswiping the enemy at any occasion. Right, get them out, as I say, from under the feet of the archers. There we are. Archers, stand your ground so you can fire again. Move the line further forward. You're still standing on the archers. There we go. That's the best I can give you. It's the beasts. As soon as those beasts break through that gate, the ballista crews, you are tasked with a single job. Kill the great beasts. I don't know how best to utilise the Narduzagar, and I don't want to get the Narduzagar killed off by our own ballista crews. The enemy Uruk bodyguard, Kruklik, is down to 12 men. I don't think he's going to kill the Southron defenders. Southron defenders look good as well. The Serpent Bladesman battle model, I think, is another good one. Although that's made by the original Third Age team. I do very much like the models that are grounded in reality. And I think the Serpent Bladesmen are just that. If you could move back a bit. And then we can move the archers back a bit. And then we can move the Narduzagar back a bit. Because then we can move the Southron defenders back a bit. Oh no, the Narduzagar decided, I heard what you're saying, and I reject it.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Yes.
Without him, his troops will lose their will to
Excellent
fight.
work from the southern side. Alright, Army A defeated. Half the time gone, a quarter of our army killed, but 70% of the enemy has died. And coming in first is some Southron Lancers, I suppose because they walk faster than anything else, don't they? There's the beasts. Walking incredibly slowly so as to not trample. No, they're trampling their own. I wonder how many of their own they've killed. None. Brilliant. Because the trample, for some reason, doesn't actually kill anything. It just disrupts. Look how slowly they're moving. If we'd won that quicker, I would have moved our army out. Fought the beasts on the plain. This fellow over here decided to go the long way round. It's just some black uruks. Oh, archers. Black uruk archers. Alright, don't waste yourselves on the cavalry. Don't bother with the cavalry. Yeah. Those Southron lancers will die very easily because Southron defenders are spearmen, so those lancers will die immediately. There were 13 Southron lancers. There are now 12. They're wavering, although they have done a number on our defenders, actually, having said all of that. Let's keep it at time 6, though, because they're taking a long time to cross the bridge, aren't they? Oh, they're actually winning. They are winning quite soundly. Right, you may all fire at will again. Oh, particularly because, yeah, we've just lost our left-hand side. Right, smashing. Right, with the Ar-Adûnâim in position there, then. Here they come. That was well timed. Keep the Ballister Crews alive. Right, Ballister Crews. Get ready. Get ready. Oh no, they've picked up speed. Ziegler, this is going to cost you your lives. I am so sorry. I really am. Someone has to die, and today I'm afraid it's going to be you. Let's do it. Please don't just charge straight up the hill. Come on, ballisters. Come on. Each ballister generally will kill a great beast with a single shot. I don't care if they're in amongst our number. Just shoot them. Just shoot at them. Just shoot at them. Hit them now. Hit them now. Hit them now. They're pinned. Please kill them. Please kill them. These ones are doing something. There's movement on the left over there. We've still got the firing symbol on the cards. You targeted something else. No, I need you. I need you to hit the great beasts. They're out. They're out. This one doesn't appear to be following.
Victory will be ours.
Why do they hate shooting at themselves so much? I've told you, it's fine. Oh, and that side's fallen. No, we've lost some banners. No, the feckers are going to do it, aren't they? The beasts are just going to storm up the hill, and it's going to kill every single thing that we have. And then Ziegler have been broken down into nothing. Our crossbows and things are still firing, but they are just so unwilling to do what we've told them to do. Sauron's wheels routing. Remember, this backup army doesn't have a general, so they are. Now, 2 of them have died. All right, Nadi Tariq, you're going to want to run down the hill. Have you guys run out of arrows? No. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what the beast's plan is. Our Ballister Crew apparently is firing, but you wouldn't know it.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
This enemy army is just basically going to be beasts. Everything else in the army, as you can tell, is already running away. Is already dead. So, if we can move the Ballister Crew forward to the point where it can actually target the beasts. Come on, up you come. Now surely you can hit them from there. Go on. Now the first one he's firing. So's he. Oh, how could you miss? They're giant creatures!
Good tidings.
Oh, thank Christ for that.
Lies dead.
Oh, and another one. And then the last one. He's buggered off. Alright, what's out on the bridge that's keeping us pinned? Black Barracks. Right, Nardu Tarek, let's get you down the hill. Run out the Southron defenders as well. And then we want to move the Ballister crew out to deal with the trolls. That's the plan.
The battle is very much in our
Just gotta
favor.
kill off these guys.
Victory will be ours.
Apologies for the non-stop. Come on, come on, come on. We fought and won though, and as we saw from the Toggle Fog of War, Mordor does not have much more. This battle, though lengthy and apparently going to be this entire episode, is going to see the end of Mordor's real hopes for beating us. They don't have much more. So, why are those Black Orcs not running? Come on, your army's dead. You're standing before the smoking ruins of your once great capital. Just bugger off.
How our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Are the trolls going to turn and shoot us? No, they're not. Alright, now we wait. For the two Ballister crews to get themselves out here. Oh, they're on their way. They're on their way. Southron defenders are going to defend our Ballister crews because they are expendable, as we've said already. Nardu Tarek standing by. A good anti-troll unit, actually, because of their armor piercing. But it's the crews that we need. This one succeeding far more than the other. Now, as soon as we shoot them, they will dismount the catapults and move on us. So ideally I want both of them in position before we start shooting anything, so apologise for that. I don't know why, I mean, it's nice to have a little reprieve at the end of a hard-fought battle, isn't it? I think we actually did really well there. Our plan worked splendidly, at the cost of only, really, our Narduzagar. They're the only thing that actually kind of paid. That was an awful shot. Like, kill the trolls, not the catapults. Did you actually lose a catapult? You must have done. I suppose great beasts, because they're elephants, they can destroy catapults, can't they? Ballistae, sorry. Ah, they're moving back to regroup with the fourth one. I just need all three of you to shoot. That's all I need. What are you doing? Oh, for goodness sake. We win in a minute and a half anyway, but the Southron defenders aren't going to get these trolls to run away. It'll probably be a massacre. Oh, there's the fourth one. Who knows what they're up to? Who knows? 14 seconds and it's done.
We are victorious. The day has ended and spared our enemy even greater defeat. May there be many more such victories.
Right, how many of our own did we kill? 47 Southern defenders and 51 Southern defenders. So the Ballistae did kill a lot of our own, but they killed 124 and 99. They didn't even do the top. Baruthios Watch 262 and Nardubu Whip 287. Other Baruthios Watch 181. So in fact the Ballistae barely did anything, but they killed the beasts. They didn't even kill the beasts. They didn't even kill the beasts. I mean, technically they did. But we got lucky that the beasts went and got stuck on the Ballister crew and gave us the other Ballister time to reposition. They killed the trolls, though, and I think that did count for something. A full company of normal trolls with a half company of Olokai would have decimated our ranks. You saw there, 2 Olokai fought against a Southron Defender company, and one of them made it out alive when the company didn't. Although we did kill a lot of that company ourselves. So, I mean, I don't know, swings and roundabouts. It probably would have worked better if the 2 wings of the Southron defenders weren't there. So if they were just defending the slope. But then the enemy would have just rushed the Ballister and they never would have been in the game anyway. So it's a tricky one. It is a tricky one. But I think that's certainly the defensive method here. Is archers up on the ramp and try and create a ring around the town gate. That's the best we can hope for, I think. Kingdom of Gondor, Dark Lord of Mordor. Oh, Mordor pulling everything they can up to there. It's not going to help you. It is not going to help you. You are going to die. Not only are you going to die, you're going to be obliterated by the coming army led by Nimruzimir. Karlonde built a guard barracks. We finally get Narduzagar and Narduba and whatnot over in Minas Tirith. Don't do that yet, actually. No, do. I'm just thinking mentally of how much money we want to buy to get Minas Morgul off of Dol Guldur. Oh, look, they're moving up there. Right, I think what I'm going to do then is... No, that's going to fall before we can get there. He can't get there in time.
Your orders, my lord.
Even the cavalry can't.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
But we've got to move him off, yeah. So lift the siege. You go up there. You go up toward the Morannon. And then you can just take that back when inevitably Musluk probably takes it. We've got Kyrandros army. And... Oh, I got a lot of stuff in there. Don't really need any of that in there anymore. Oh, Calenhad, you've built a proper army. Oh, nice. And in 2 turns you're going to have some cav. Kyrandros, are you building any more troops? No, you're not. Karlonde, those 2. Nothing else from anywhere else. That's fine. Well, I just noticed Eastern Osgiliath got some more Ar-Pharazôn's Faithful and some armsmen. And all of our elites are available there. Yes, please. Right, we'll put together a little patchwork army then. So, muster before Kyrandros, if you would. Let's take all of those. Leave behind a minor garrison. Tarek. I'm thinking of taking those 3 from that one, because that doesn't need a garrison anymore. Right, and then your little army, leaderless though you are, is going on Gelebrin. You're going to go and defend the gate, or rather hopefully reclaim it when Musluk takes it, as I say. And then in the next episode, Nimruzimir is going to hit that army of radbags, and then he will mop up and take Urk-Istalad. Whilst our army over here continues to replenish and rebuild. Try and get Dark Sanctuary up if you can. As early as possible. Early doors. Increase in tradable goods from the Ithil Stone. But for now, that is going to end episode number 1 of this week. There is a second one. But do remember that both of these have been pre-recorded because I'm in Wales while you're watching this, if you're watching this when it went live. But I will be back on Saturday to live stream the 3rd episode of this campaign. So do stay tuned for that. But until we speak again, dear friends, Navar and Aden Perimad Melunin. And farewell.